What's good, people? What is happening? Welcome back to another great week of Twisted Transitions. It is another Thursday is upon us, but it is the first Thursday of May. April is gone, and it is time to move on to May. Now, May is crazy. May is super crazy, especially for me. I've only got two gigs in town. That's it. All the rest of my gigs are out of town somewhere. And when I say out of town, at least an hour away. And that begins this Saturday. So it is going to be a rough month, but Mother's Day happens this month. Memorial Day happens this month. What else? 2 big sneaker releases happened this month. Just in case you guys didn't know, I am a baby sneakerhead. Just a baby sneakerhead. 2 great shoes released this month. One that I will be picking up soon, hopefully. And let me just tell you, the gigs are getting harder. They are certainly getting harder. I definitely am coming across some events that the load in is weird. The setups are long thrown. I'm having a rough time putting these together because I'm so used to being in town. It's easy. I know the ins, I know the outs, but now everything changes. Now I'm at new venues. I don't know them as well. I don't know the coordinators. I don't know the photographers. So I'm a little out of my comfort zone slightly. However, we're going to make some magic happen even though. So welcome in. I hope you guys have enjoying all the content. I have really made a conscious effort to just have a explosion of content for you guys. Last week, we started off with like 4 pieces. This week, it's like 7. And next week it's like, I think another 5. So it's a lot of content. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I work tirelessly on a lot of this stuff. I've never looked at a computer so long in my life for some of these upcoming videos that you guys are going to see. This is hours and hours of work. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys appreciate, because it definitely is time consuming. I definitely can find other stuff to do if we don't. One housekeeping piece of information. I will not be on Twitch tomorrow because I have a gig. So I will not be going on Twitch tomorrow. And I do have a set ready, but we're just going to pull that out next week. So I'll be back for Twitch next Friday. So one other thing I would like to shout out is all the people who are over at Aaron Strawn's live stream. If you're over there and you should have been here because it's Thursday and he wants to step on my toes and pull his live stream up and have a popular guest on his show during my time slot, I'm going to have words with you, Mr. Strawn. You've got 5 days of the week that you can use: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you choose my day. These are my people. Thursday are my people. Let me stop playing with them. Nah, it's all good. We all here together. So appreciate everybody who's in. Let's jump right into it. Let's go over what a crazy weekend it has been. So first up, we had Saturday night. Yes, this is Saturday night. We were at the art museum, and I wanted to use the hoverboard T-stand twice this weekend. I wanted more content. I wanted more visuals. I wanted it to be out in the wild more. And that's exactly what I got. This is a pretty clean setup right here. Let me see if I can move myself so you can see everything. There you go. I feel like that's a pretty clean setup right there. So I've played at the museum before, and a couple of things that I just do not like about the museum is the fact that they have a no, like, the lights can't be turned all the way off type policy. So as lit as you can see it in this room right now, it never got any darker than that. And it's hard to get people to dance when it's not dark. But I did get the job done. I definitely did. I had a great couple, and they brought along a great crowd for me to work with. So if you look here, that's something for later. What you guys saw there. Let me click off these other ones. There we go. All right. This is my view. This is what I saw. You can see that this is still daytime mode here, but this is still pretty much what it looked like all night. The second thing that's bad about the museum is the load in. So you've got a parking lot that probably, the width of the parking lot is probably about 30 yards. Okay. And you've got to get food. You've got to get beverage. You've got to get DJ, and you have to get the event rental companies all back there, all using one entrance. And then the entrance didn't even fit my big box that holds my T-stand. So I had to take a side door, which is not a load-in door, but I still took that side door. And that's how I got in there and rolled everything in. And then at the end of the night, I had to go back through that door because the door just wasn't wide enough where they were going in. I need at least 3 feet to get into the door with my box. And all doors that have the metal pole in the middle are usually about 2 3/4, 2.75, feet. So it messes me up every single time. I have to go do site surveys on certain places just to make sure that my box will fit through there if I'm going to want to use the T-stand. So I'm remembering in my head which ones do and which ones don't. I don't know if I'll be taking the T-stand out on the road just because I can't, get into a situation where the box won't fit through the door, because then I'd have to carry it. I have no cart to be able to carry it. It's a hassle. I won't do it. So this is what it looks like right here. This is what my view was. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I grabbed some great content from it. I did get great video from it as well. So I will be creating a gig log for this particular event. Everything looked great. The museum itself has those pillars that they've added these LED lights onto. So, it did kind of give a little bit more ambient light in there, but I just hate the fact that the freaking lights don't go down. Really sucks. But it was a great event. Nonetheless, it was great. All right, next up we had Sunday. Let's see here. Let me just uncheck all of these. Hold on one second. There we go. All right, next up we had Sunday. And Sunday was at an old plantation house. And I showed this setup because the ceremony setup, people have been asking me for the ceremony setup. This is the Everse 8 on a on-stage crank stand. It also has the on-stage double-sided skirt. That is a cocktail table, and then of course my setup for ceremony, which is 2 Audio-Technica microphones. I always want to say Magnavox. I don't know why, but it is a oh Lord, I can't. Yamaha MG06 mixer, a power conditioner, and then it's all hooked up there. But I wanted to show you guys what the ceremony looked like here. So that was where I stood. This is what the ceremony looked like. Now, this is the thing I want you guys to pay attention to. Like, this looks great, but you can't use the house at all. Okay, so the house is off limits. They had all the seating and everything over here, but I'm going to move myself because I want you to pay attention to over here. So I want you to pay attention to right over here. Okay, now I am over in this area right here where you just saw me do that setup, where you just saw me put that setup at. That's where I am. And then right here where I'm at right now, where I'm pointing to, is where cocktail hour is. And if you look closely, let's see if I can zoom that in. Probably can't. Oh, no, you can't zoom it in. Right to the left of the house, if you look closely, you see like there's a hedge bush, and then there's like a white area, looks like white tables, white chairs. That's where dinner is. So I had to, each section of this house had a different part. So this was the ceremony. Here's what the ceremony looked like, with guests. So you can kind of see it. I didn't have to do ceremony on Saturday. They came from a church and then came over to me. That's why there's no ceremony photos. This one, I did ceremony, cocktail hour, and dinner. So this is the actual ceremony itself. And then here's the back of that house where cocktail hour was. Now, my speaker was set up in the grass right over here for the entire cocktail hour. And then you can see they've got it roped off right here. You can see it's roped off because you can't use anything in the house at all. And then remember I told you over that bush there was dinner area. So now dinner was outside again. They've got cafe lighting, and then they had dinner pretty much outside. And guys, I was set up in that barn looking thing right over there. That's where I set up at. Now, a couple of things. First, when you get there, a lot of bees, a lot of carpenter bees, buzzing everywhere. Now, carpenter bees, if you guys know, they don't mess with you, but they buzz a lot. It makes you feel like you may be in danger, but then it sounds like a drone. Second thing, pure concrete inside this building. Third thing, they put me in a corner. They literally put me in a corner. Let me show you. This is the setup here. This is inside that barn. I'm in a corner, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I got that T-stand in there, got my speakers set up, lights, everything. Now, I use the IR4s from Both Lighting to just put on each one of the pillars in there. There was like, I think 4, was it 4 on each side, or no, 3 on each side. So I lit that up, and that gave me a great light, kind of a light show on top of the moving heads. So I was able to take a good video of this as well, and I should be able to make a gig log out of it. But at one point, do you guys see that blue door that's to the, actually, let me see if I can move myself again. Right here. You see this blue door right here? So they needed to do toast speeches, and they needed to get sound out there. Now, I didn't know that. I thought that toast and everything were going to be inside, right where we are, and wireless mic was going to be given. But They said they wanted to be able to do toast outside, so I had to make a last minute adjustment, and I had to turn one of these speakers to face that door, open up that door, and pretty much shoot the sound out. Now, if you notice, I've already done wire management on the ground, and I still had to turn that speaker, and it just kind of messed up my wire management. It was bad. Then they had me jack the volume all the way up. It was rough, but we made it through because the dancing was really good. I only had an hour to do dancing. Now, we had an all-day event, and it just looked like time was getting away from us, and it ended up only being an hour, and then they extended it another 30 minutes after I was about to just zoom in another 30 minutes because the bride and groom were loving everything that I was doing when we started actually playing music. So that's why they asked for more time. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So that was the weekend that was. Congratulations to both couples. And I hope that there are some guests of friends of yours that we will be doing some events for soon. So thank you again. So let's check the chat before we get into topics here. We got somebody on Facebook. Eric playing music you love. Entertainment. That's interesting. Good afternoon, Jay. Any suggestions on a good camera to use to record my events? Mevo, GoPro, all those guys right in the same family. You just put yourself a battery with it so that the battery will last for the whole event. And you should be good. That's how I capture all my content. I use a Mevo camera and I use an Anchor battery that will usually last about six hours strong, if not more. And I just hook it to the camera and it keeps the camera charged the whole time. Camera doesn't turn off, records everything. I'm going through like 4 hours, 3 hours of music and content constantly with that thing. So I love it. But that would be my suggestion. DJ Magic Mike. I hope y'all enjoyed Magic Mike on the show last week. What's up? Appreciate you checking in. G Kenny, Plantation House, Jay. You charge extra for the culture. Look, they're everywhere here. There's a lot of houses. DJ Mike gonna be playing that one soon. Y'all get on him about that. He gonna be playing at a Plantation House. I just got the word on that. DJ Sosa's, in case you were wondering if South Carolina is PC or not. Plantation House, that's racing. Look, that's what it's called. It literally is called a Plantation House. DJ G5, yo, what's up? What's happening? Wickman 2A, did you hear about Sam Ash closing all retail stores? Yes, I did. Everybody's closing, man. Some people, didn't survive after COVID. It's like people found better ways to do stuff, and a lot of businesses are not making it right now, which is crazy. By battery, do you mean a power bank? Yeah, like a power bank. Yeah, Anchor is the one that I use. Anchor makes a lot of great ones. I haven't had any problems with Anchor. Anchor does really good, but they're on Amazon, so I would definitely look into them. Do you have a 360 booth? Any thoughts on them? I do not have a 360 booth. I will not get them, and I will not be using them. I think that 360 booths are a fad, and I think that they are not going to be the booth of the future. I just feel like people, with everybody recycling everything, I just feel like pictures are something. I mean, think about this. When somebody has pictures in their house or shows pictures of them at other weddings, they're showing you a still picture still. They're not showing you the video that they took in a 360 booth. So my thought on that is, it's cool to have now and you can get your money while you can. But don't expect it to be something long term. I just don't think it's going to outlast a photo booth anytime. People still love to get and post pictures. It's just my thoughts. Okay. Y'all ready for topics? Let's get into some topics. All right. Let's see here. All right. First topic I've got here. I only got two, so we can do more Q&A. First topic I got here is about DJ setups. Now, I posted a lot of pictures of DJ setups that I have over the years. Setups that have worked, setups that have been horrible, setups that I still use. And one of the things I wanted to find out is, of course, when you first start DJing, your setup is not, where it's going to always be. You're always going to add stuff and things like that. But as you get more seasoned, are you doing stuff in your setups to make life easier, or are you doing stuff in your setups just to meet status quo? Like, what is your setups based off of? Now, myself, my current setups are based on situation. Only the T-stand is what I would consider the cool setup. But my other ones are really based on situation. Like, the one at the bottom left corner right on the DJ, that setup is for like basic events. Like if I had to do like a party, if I had to do like something quick, I would use that particular stand on there. Now, not necessarily the speakers. I would probably switch back to my QSC speakers for that event, and not necessarily the totems as well. I would, probably use the gravity stands for those. But I still have a setup that I use for specific situations. If I'm going to be outside, I'm not using the T-stand. If I'm going to be, far away, I'm not using the QSCs. If I'm going to be in some big room that has a long throw, I'm going to need, sound to be up higher. Just situations and everything. But I'm prepared. My rigs and my setups and my lights are all predicated on what I'm going to do initially. What is the situation going forward? I'll give you an example. This coming up weekend, there is a chance of rain. Very, very good chance of rain. And I'm outside. So I immediately thought to myself, okay, that eliminates the T-stand. You're not getting the T-stand for that unless we are fully inside and you've got at least a 3-foot door to open so I can roll in. So that killed the T-stand. The second thing is, okay, do I need everything all in one as far as my stand that I put my Rev 7 and my mixer and everything on? Do I need that to be all in one, or can I space that out with a facade and a table? And so now I'm looking at the chart that the coordinator sends, and I'm just like, okay, they're giving me, it's in a tight quarters area. So I don't need to bring a whole lot. So now that automatically puts me at that setup that's right under where it says DJ on the screen here. But I'm hoping that you guys do the same thing. Like certain stuff you'll bring out. Like if you're a resident at a venue, then of course everything you're going to bring out almost every week. But if your dance floor is going to be huge, if you're at a building that's got high ceilings and that sound bounces everywhere, if you need a throw to go all the way back, if you need lights to make sure that they're going to be shining on everybody, if you got to get lights on everybody, those are the type of things that you are going to bring and make sure that you have as you start creating these different shows. And that's another reason why I don't like stuff like the gig bar. The gig bar is just one, you can only do one thing with that, and that's it. And it doesn't cover a whole room like that. It just covers just the dance floor. And I'm not saying you have to cover the whole room, but you want the atmosphere to be like a party atmosphere. So these guys will come out of themselves. And it's hard to do that when you got little dots on you. Hate that thing. I hate gig bars. So I say to you, and I challenge you, and I ask you, how many setups do you have? I currently have 3 setups. 3 setups with 2 different sets of speakers, or if I need like a sound system, I could put that together as well. I have a set of 4 moving heads, 2 washers, 2 movers, ranging from medium, large, and then a wash mover. And then I've got 2 wash effects and 24 uplights. That's part of the main setups that I use. If I can't pull it from that, then we obviously have a problem. We obviously have a problem. I am not the type of DJ who will go out and buy extra subwoofers, DJ Solstice, or buy or buy all kind of crazy speakers just to have, or buy all kind of crazy lights just to test. No, I know what works. I know what I see out on the floor. I know what people think about lights like that. And I'm not saying DJs, I'm saying clients, customers. I have set up a lot of different setups, as you guys can see right here. Some of these have been great, and some of these have just fallen by the wayside. I mean, I've sold this setup that's right here, that event table 2. It's gone now. It's no more use. Like I got tired of being able to see through it. I got tired of the cage look, and I think that most brides were getting, that wasn't their cup of tea either. Like when I would show up with the cage and the sign, and they're just kind of like, that doesn't match my decor. And I'm not saying that I have to buy equipment to match their decor, but I want to be aesthetically pleasing. That is a big deal for me, and I feel like it should be a big deal for anybody who's going into somebody's big day, somebody's venue, and you're setting up. You cannot just be a DJ who just has a table and you set your stuff on top of it and everybody can see everything you're doing. I just feel like that is a horrible image. There's no way you get booked as much as you should. Let's just say that. If you're still not covering your equipment and you're just setting stuff on the table, you could be getting booked more just upgrading or updating your setup just a little bit. A facade can change your life, literally. I'm not mad at the table facades. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not mad at the 5-panel floor facades. I'm not mad at the 4-panel facades. But you gotta cover up the equipment somehow. Nobody should see all your wires and everything. I don't care if they run it through the table and give you a little slip that's right in between the stretchy cloth and run it. I had all that too. That's how I know it. That's not aesthetically pleasing. It just isn't. It just isn't. So with that being said, I do want to, and I think I'm going to, at the end of this show, I'm going to give you an email address, and I want everybody who watches this on replay or watches this whatever to send me in a picture of your most recent setup. And we're going to talk about it on the show. I'm going to tell you the goods. I'm going to tell you the bads. And these are all just going to be my opinions. If you feel like you can send them and you will be okay with me just going over them on the show, I'm going to give you an email address here. Let me see. I think I already got one. Hold on. Let me put it on the screen. Do I have one? Yeah, I had one. Hold on. One second. Okay, I got it. I forgot to take off the. All right, so I got it. Send it to the letter JBOOK 1154 at Gmail. Let me put that on the screen for you. That is JBOOK 1154 at Gmail. Right here. Send your setup to this email right here, and we'll just go over it on the show. We'll just talk about it. It'll just be brief. I'm not going to dog you or tell you what you got to do or what. Look, you set it up the way that you set it up because for a reason. And I may not know that reason. I may not be in that region and know why you did that. But if you want to put why you set it up the way you did, do that. And we'll just talk about it live on here. Maybe give you some tips. Or just tell you, hey, you look like a rock star out there. But here it is right here. JayBook1154 at gmail.com. If you would like for me to show your setup on the show, we will pull it up. Okay. You guys still good with that? Let me check the chat here. Oh, I'll bring my gig bar out this weekend, but it's a small backyard 50. There's nothing wrong with that, G. Kenny. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Romeo Great, I ain't seen you in a minute, man, as far as being on this show. Usually you catch the repeat. Daniel Rodriguez, what's happening? What's good, my guy? Mo Berry. I like that. I like that name, Mo Berry. What's happening? Oh, the homie, Cleveland Terry in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one time for Sex with Chocolate. I keep my gear completely exposed and wear a sheet over my head. Cleveland, this is a PG show, sir. Oh, that bass knocks. Oh, my apologies, George G. If you were listening to this on surround sound, I apologize. Look, that song I got that a long time ago, and that thing drops. I mean, I think that's why I picked it. It drops. It's pretty loud. My boy was good. Mr. Today had a gig. Careful giving Jay the white sheet advice. He's in North Carolina. Sir, South Carolina. Come on now. Get your states right. Okay. Next topic. Let's jump in here. This is gonna be my favorite topic right here of the night. All right. DJ's opinions. Do they really, really care too much? Do DJs care too much? First, before I start this, I would just like to preface this and saying to DJ Rachel that congratulations on setting up a new platform. That's a new group that's in Facebook. If you guys don't know, her and a couple other DJs have put together a new group on Facebook called the DJ Help Desk, and it's supposed to be like the opposite of DJ Sharing Idea, because that group is filled with a lot of knuckleheads. It really is. You remember that's the group that I got absolutely roasted in for saying stop playing cheesy music, and it's supposed to be just the opposite. It's supposed to be a safe space for DJs. I can't believe I'm saying that. It sounds like we're like wounded victims or something, as to why we have to have a safe space. But anyway, she gives you, I keep saying she, but they, the three who have set it up, they give you just an option just to come in there, post freely, and not have repercussions too. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out on Facebook. I'm sure it's come across, you guys' desk, your platform and everything. So that was that. And the crazy thing about it, though, is that that group had to be created because we as DJs are so overly opinionated. I mean, we had to create so many different rooms and get out of rooms because there were so many people who were just set in their ways. Didn't want to hear anything about change. And if you brought change, you were a problem and they were going to gang up on you. It's almost like a DJ gang. Like we got, instead of Bloods and Crips, we got scratches and button pushers. We got EDM versus hip hop. We've got, just we've got certain gangs in these groups. And, when you say one thing or you say the wrong thing, you get absolutely mollywopped. And it's crazy to me how much somebody else's opinion, just like takes over your whole thinking. Like, there's a couple of people who don't let that happen that I know of. I know Cleveland Terry doesn't do that, and I know DJ Solstice doesn't do that. These guys, they'll fire back at you in a heartbeat, and they will come right at you. The problem is that it's one thing to give your opinion, and it's another thing to try to force somebody to go with your opinion. This show is all about my opinion and my thoughts on certain things. And I give you guys free range to voice your opinions on here. And sometimes you guys disagree with me, and I don't mind that. There's no hate and no malice towards you. But in those groups, a lot of people don't show, you're not really showing your face. So you just, you're kind of with the Twitter fingers, and you are trying to really just take somebody's morals and just throw it in the gutter. And it's terrible. It's horrible how it makes some people like rethink. I think I saw one guy, he posted it was a decent setup, not a setup that I would necessarily use, but it was like a decent setup. And he had like 50 comments on, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that. That's ridiculous. That looks awful. That looks awful. He was just getting it. And he, I saw it after it had been posted with all the comments, and he never responded to any of them. He never tried to fight back. He never tried, and I don't know what his morale was after that. I have no idea. But what if on that side he was just like, man, I don't want to be a DJ no more. All because he got bullied in a group chat, or we think because one DJ said it that now our idea sucks. Or what about the content that we put out and people are just like, bro, why didn't you do this? I had one guy say, hey man, why didn't you use a silent cue? I said, well, I didn't do it now. Let me see your video and let's see how well you did it. And then I just get absolute silence. Nobody says anything, because it's like, it's one thing to give your opinion, and it's another thing if you're trying to critique me to put me down because I'm taking a leap of faith or a step out while you hide behind your phone. And so I'm just trying to encourage you to be able to speak freely, to make sure that you are not letting other DJs bully you. If you DJ a certain way, you DJ that way. I am just giving my personal suggestions. If I tell you what I've always said on this show, that I absolutely hate the what are those things? The Chave gig bars? Is that what it is? I hate those things. That doesn't mean that everybody that has one has to put one down. I just don't particularly like it. That's me though. I'm not saying you shouldn't have it. DJ G Kenny just said he's going to be using his gig bar. I didn't say, oh, bro, you suck. It doesn't make any sense to me how we just sit there and just drag each other like we're back in high school or something. That's what it feels like. It feels like going into that area as high school. Now, I say all of that for one very special reason. Now, like I said, I love DJ Rachel. DJ Rachel gives a lot of great advice. But I am entitled to be able to disagree where I feel like I should disagree. So I saw this from her recently. Now let me move out of the way. I saw this from her, and I read it a few times, and you guys can pause it here if you're watching this on a rewatch. And if you're watching here, I'm just going to keep it up there. It doesn't have anything bad in it. She's not firing off at people, but she's talking about quick mixing, and she's basically standing up for the crowds, the audiences. Okay. I think people lose sight when we start talking about styles of DJ. Now, it's almost like the regular stuff that we have in life. Like, you know, we go from 8 tracks to tape players. We go from tape players to CDs. We go from CDs to MP3s. We go from MP3s to streaming. We go, you know, I feel like DJing is the same way. I feel like you go from scratching to beat matching. You go from beat matching to turn knob, button pushing, and you go, you know, everybody's got different styles, and there's nothing wrong with these styles. I think that right now, the wave that is coming in, and I'm only saying this because of the customers that I talk to, because she's basing this on customers that are people in her area or customers that she has. And if you know Rachel, she loves to blend music. She does a good job of blending music. She plays music well, but she doesn't really quick mix at all. Now, my couples like to hear a lot of songs. They just do. They don't want to hear the songs that they hear at every single wedding. Or if you're going to play that, give it to me in a different way. Play it differently. Play it fun. Put new energy behind my thought on that track. And quick mixing helps you do that. Quick mixing allows you to be able to mix in and out of the song and give people the meat and potatoes of a song. And that's all quick mixing is. And doing it at a fast pace. My apologies, I didn't say that. Doing it at a fast pace. I love to quick mix. I absolutely do. I see old heads all the time sitting there saying, what are you doing? And I'm talking about mobile DJs, not regular, because scratch DJs, they've been quick mixing probably for forever. Nobody sits there and sits on a song and lets the song play the original way. If you're a scratch DJ, you are looking for a way to be creative and move on from that. So I'm not talking about the scratch DJs. I'm not talking about the mentors of DJing. I'm talking about the mobile DJs who have been DJing for, you know, they always put their time frame on it, you know, 25, 30 years, 35, 40 years, who will never change the way that they DJ, and they will play whole songs. I'm talking about those guys. Those guys are just, I mean, they're just stuck. They're stuck with 8 tracks. They're stuck with tapes. You know, they're stuck in that style frame. They don't want to hear or see stuff done in a new way at all, because what's worked for them is making them money. But I'm here to tell you right now that in my city, in my state, the way I play music puts me ahead of the class in my area, in my state. And that's not a brag. That's a fact. It's an absolute fact. When I send clients my YouTube videos, they come back and say, I absolutely love the way you play music. That's not a flex. These are facts. I'm giving you facts because quick mixing works. But if it doesn't work for you, it's not the end of the world. It's not. So we got to stop dragging each other. Not to say that DJ Rachel was dragging, but we got to stop dragging each other just because of the way we play music. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me how I see some of these posts, and I just got to laugh at it. I mean, if I could screenshot every single post that I see on a daily basis on Facebook or Instagram on DJs talking about other DJs, or just the comments that I get on content that I'm stepping out on faith and putting out, you guys would be like, wow, you got to have some thick skin. And you do. You have got to have thick skin to be online. To do this right here, you have to have thick skin. Not going to lie to you. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to. I have just learned to take it and just, I can dish it just as good as I take it, but I'm not going to go in a back and forth war with you. I'm not going to. If you sound ignorant, you may get an ignorant response, or you just get no response, because it's a waste of time. Because all they're going to do is just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And that's the guy who has 5 gigs the whole year. Why are we arguing? Why are we even conversating? So I say all that to just say, whatever style you have, keep doing you. Whatever does that. But if you ever want to change up, do not be scared of change. If you ever want to change up, do not be scared. Let me tell you, I have been trying to learn how to scratch for like 3 or 4 years now. No, probably even before that. Because pandemic, I really took a real hard stab at it, but I haven't been doing it as much as I want to. I've got the very basics almost down. And that's right now. Do I want to be considered a scratch DJ? No. I just love the art form of it. Right now, I am very good at beat matching. I am very, very good at beat matching. That is my strong suit. That's my wheelhouse. But I would love to throw a couple scratches in there here and there. So that's why I'm trying to learn a new style. So don't be afraid to learn a new style. Don't be afraid to step out on a limb. You're going to get criticized. I'll promise you that. One thing I can guarantee you, I can't guarantee you that you'll be at the top. I can't guarantee you that you get 1 million views. I can't guarantee you any of that. One thing I can guarantee you that you'll get is hate. And if you need any response to hate, just listen to Kendrick Lamar's new song, Euphoria. Because he talks all about hate. He talks all about it. So let me know in the comments and everything down below what you guys think about that. What you guys' thoughts on it. Just leave your comments and everything down below. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the comments and talk. But, it's funny to me. All right, let's see what we got in the chat, because I feel like I may have stirred some pots here. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Is Cleveland Terry on a... Is he in a war here? I'm a pacifist. And me to that list. The culture can be toxic sometimes. Yeah. Bro, it's out of key. Yeah, shut up. Hey, I love this one right here. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff right here that I see. And I'm sure Cleveland gets way more than this. He gets way more than this. It's out of key. Oh, man. Hey, DJ Willie Will, what's up? I think those geek bars are pretty cool. That's my opinion. Hey, look, am I going to drag you for it? No. That's your opinion. Would I ever buy one from you? Hell no. Cleveland Terry, I don't always agree with Rachel, and that's okay. That's okay. It is. That's because DJs are so competitive. But what are we competitive about, though? What are we competitive about? I mean, is the person that's giving you the hate or being a hater, are they like some type of great DJ? Are they the man? Or, I mean, are they at the top of the food chain? I guess I'm trying to figure out why are we so competitive? I mean, why is somebody in Utah giving me criticism about Southern style DJ? Are we in some type of race? Are you closer to the finish line than I am? I'm just asking. What are we competitive about? My business will not be competing with yours. My DJ skills will not be competing with yours. What are we competitive about? I'm just asking. I hold my tongue on Rachel, but let's just say I can't. Solstice. See, this is how you get people in trouble, Solstice. Plead the fifth. Damn, she wrote a letter. She really on her. Okay. Now I brought that up because that was posted. Let's not turn this into a bash fest. Yeah, I mean, look, you expect people to read. You know, Rachel gets a lot of what's that called? It's not interaction. What's the thing called? I don't know. She gets a lot of response. She gets people that interact with that to give, you know, they will read that whole thing and give their 2 cents at the bottom, which again, no problem with. You be proud of me. I use wash effects. I am proud of you, Denny D. I am here to tell you that I am proud of you. I have a hard time taking advice from someone who thinks bangers are hooked on a fit. Solstice. Solstice, they have a ban button right beside your name right here. I'm going to have to ban you, bro. See, y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. George G. What's considered quick mixing? Just the first verse and the chorus? It's not the particular part of like the song. It's really what is the most popular part of the song, whether it be a verse that everybody knows, and that could be the second verse. Like I'll give you a for instance. Like Lizzo had that in a minute I'm gonna get us in a minute, you know, that song. So the first verse, turn up the music or something like that. The first verse nobody really messes with, but the second verse, the beginning of the second part was all over TikTok. So of course you want probably the chorus, that verse, and then go ahead and mix on the second chorus, but you're giving the part that everybody knows. So like, you know, I'll give you another one, Ice Ice Baby. You know, if you play Ice Ice Baby, you're definitely going to want to play the first verse. Nobody really, I'm not saying they don't rock with it, but everybody knows, all right, stop, collaborate, and, you know, everybody knows that. So after the first verse, you can come out of it. Excuse me. But that's giving people the meat and potatoes that they want from a song. Wannabe by the Spice Girls. You know, everybody knows that the girls that sing that song, they know the last verse. So the last verse is probably the most important. You know, get to it, chorus, get out of there. That's what I'm saying. And then you're shrinking down a 3-minute song to sometimes 30 seconds, sometimes 40 seconds. And then you're moving on to the next song, but you gave them what they wanted from the song anyway. You know, you didn't make them wait to get to that point, because sometimes you make people exhausted from it. Don't go to New York. They only play hooks. See? Y'all see what I mean? What's my other guy that's usually in here? Lord Geo? Lord Geo will tell you. Wigman, West Indian DJs quick mix by default. Not a lot of our music gets any play past the first hook. See, I told you. In some areas, it's just a style. It's just a style. Cleveland Terry, as a person, she's awesome. Solstice, please leave that girl alone. Let that girl breathe, Solstice. Jesus. Play a reggae or soca song past the first verse and hook, and you will get dead stares. Right? Right? Brandon, I am from New York, and we are the home of quick mix. Nobody wants to hear the whole song. But see, if I take your post, or if I take if I take that saying and just say, hey, I'm going to go put that in the DJ idea share. Like Cleveland says, the white hood. Stop. Let me stop. Let me not do that. Sounds like justification. Daniel Rodriguez, playing whole songs is boring and lazy in my opinion. I tried to say that, bro. I tried. I tried to fight. All my life I had to fight. You want to hear a whole song, open up Spotify and listen to your playlist. That's another thing that I tell people. It's like, you know, when you're in the car or you're listening to Spotify, like you already have to listen to the whole song. Why do you want me to play the whole song? Like that's crazy. But like I said, couples now kind of are getting it and they're like, I don't want to hear that same stuff I hear at every wedding. I want mine to be different. Say less. My hands are always moving. That's what's up. You said it. It really depends on the area when it comes to quick mixes versus 2 or more verses. Right. It definitely is an area thing. You know, I don't know if I would go to Idaho or Iowa or Montana. You know, if any of you guys are from there, no shade to you, but I don't know if I would go quick mixing there. I just don't think that's going to work. You know, it'd be different styles. Like if I had to go DJ for somebody, I would talk to a few DJs down there or wherever I would have to go and just ask, hey, what's the style? Not really what's the music that's being played, but what's the style? Like, is it fast paced? Is it, you know, how would you play it? So, you know, it's different everywhere. It's definitely regional. Let's see. Knowing your crowd culture will determine how you quick mix. I agree. Ask Jay. You ever tell one of them trash talking keyboard gangsters to pull up? No. They don't want to do that. They don't want to see me. Hold on. What's that microphone say? Oh, they don't want to see me. Is that what it is? Yeah, there you go. They don't want to see me. Don't pull up on me. Just saying. Any word on the Rain performer being released? No, I do not have any word. I don't get those notifications, as you would say. I don't get any of those. I see it when you guys see it. Let's just say that. I hear about it when you guys hear about it. And I'm on YouTube almost every day because that is my TV. I gain a lot of knowledge from YouTube, but I have no knowledge at all of this Rain performer you speak of, sir. In New York, quick mix in the beginning, you take your time, but the main part you have to quick mix. Gotcha. Cleveland Terry, which part? Knowing the crowd culture, perhaps I'm wording it improperly. Laugh myself. Kendrick is our people. We love him. I know I can't play songs for the whole while dealing with my fellow West Indians, but I can let Afro beats and Afro-American crowds. Same when I deal with New York people, I got to jump in and out. Just a quick song. That's right. DJ Eric, if everyone DJ'd the same way, there would be no room for improvement. Say it for the people, and the people in the back can hear you, Eric. Just letting you see that. DJ J Mendez, hey JB, I had a client tell me in San Diego that he did not like the DJ at the wedding because he was quick mixing in and out and going from one era to another. And again, that might not be the style over there. You know, there's 2 other DJs that are in here that's in that California area. And Solstice and Cleveland Terry could probably tell you that they don't DJ like the people from New York, or they don't DJ like this person over here from Miami, or they don't DJ like the DJs from Houston. I mean, I'm not saying everybody has to do it. I'm just saying that this style is just another creative way to play music. How about that? Maybe I could say that. It's just another creative way to play music. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. But you don't have to write the Bible on it. That's another thing I'm saying too. I'm not getting on you, Jay Mendez. I'm just saying in general, you don't have to write the Bible on it because there's no right way. There's no right way. Okay? Everybody has a different style for a reason. Same reason that everybody's a different color. Because if we was all the same color, then who would other people hate on? You feel me? DJ Willie Will, what came first, The DJs that used to blend music together or the scratch DJs? Well, all the documentaries that I saw was music used to be played in full and in whole songs, created that way, and then DJs came in and created a new style. So it was scratching to me. And that's just based on the history the documentaries that I saw on the history of hip hop or history of scratching. I didn't see where they blended first. I saw where they scratched first. All right, external hard drives. I have a 2-second lag on song load. Cannot figure out why. Serato MBP M1 thoughts. I'm not sure on that one, Sean. I don't know what type of hard drive you have. Are you using an SSD or are you using the one that's got the disk in it, the regular hard drives? Because I know that when I switch over to the SSD, it was much faster and the files transfer much faster and there's no lag. But if you use the regular ones like a Western Digital or Seagate, things like those have a disk in them, and sometimes those can malfunction. Sometimes, who knows? I don't know your situation, so it just depends on what type of hard drive you actually have. I know it's external, but is it an SSD hard drive or is it the disk spinning hard drive? Crowd culture is subjective. Many mix any crowd at the same speed and get the same result. Most crowds don't know what they want. That's true. Lord have mercy, that's true. That is so true right there. And when I mean blend, I mean beat match. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, Willie Will. And I still think it was scratching. Quick mixing works for certain crowds. Yes, it does. It's bad. It's all right, DJ works for every crowd. Exactly. Those DJs who are judgmental based on inflated their heads get thick stomach. Exactly, bro. Just responded to Wickman. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how we get out here in SoCal. Playing the whole song is you can feel the boredom in the room. Yep, I agree. I agree to disagree. What do the customer want? Okay. Now, Willie Will, look, again, I'm not taking away from the customer. Okay. I'm not taking away. If you have a client that says, I want to hear the whole song of this, or I like whole songs, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. And again, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I separate myself here by the style of music, how I play music. I separate myself. Because you either want me or you want everybody else. And that's just how I separate myself. It's not for everybody, because if it was for everybody, more DJs here would be doing it. But they're not. So again, it's not for everybody, but it helps separate me from everybody. And trust me, if my couples want stuff played a certain way, whole songs played, I had to suck it up and give it to them. I will do that. I don't have a problem with that. Most do not, though. 97% do not, though. Customer doesn't know what they want. That's why you are a professional. Appreciate that, CT. Great way to answer that. My Mexican crowd like to dance to the whole song. Now, Jay Mendez. I have done a couple of Mexican events before, and I could totally agree with you, because it is the same there. I mean, here as it is there. Mexican crowds definitely like whole songs. They dance a long time. We also be dancing almost to the crack of dawn. Got to give us a break, man. That thing becomes crazy. Like whole songs, Suavemente, like 7 minutes long. We got the whole damn song. I mean, some of these love songs, the same beat, and it's like 8 minutes long. I'm like, that's cold. That's cold, but we gonna get it. All right. All these guys gonna pull up on me at so so Solstice. Hey, somebody get a screenshot of this and send this to me on Instagram. Somebody get a screenshot of this and send this to me on Instagram. This is a classic. Yeah, Solstice, you keep on. Somebody's definitely gonna pull up on you, bro. You keep on. Oh, CT does get that release info. I don't know what you're talking about. Chris, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, bro. I don't want to mess that up. What's up, JayBook? Much love from Nampa, Ohio. I just said Idaho and Iowa, didn't I? Oh man. Yeah, you do your thing out there, Chris. No, I'm just joking. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it. It's a style the DJ probably sucked. I think girl DJs get a lot of attention because they are rare. They are a rare commodity. I still think that a girl DJ would still have to be good. Let me just say this. There's one young lady, I don't know her name, on YouTube. She gets a lot of views, and she plays from her bedroom, or it looks like a room, and I swear it's like a premix that's already on there, and she's kind of like doing the same dance moves, but she doesn't scratch. It doesn't look like she does a lot with the board at all, but she gets a crap ton of views, and I cannot remember her name to save me, but every time I've come across her video, I'm just like, why is this video getting so many views? Why? I mean, first of all, the whole song is being played, and the video is still being monetized. Like, I'm a little lost, and she's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like, it's nuts to me. It's nuts to me. But there are more and more. I am trying my hardest to get two very good DJs on the show here. I have tried to DM them and see if they will. One keeps telling me the schedule is rough, and the other one is kind of spotty. So we're gonna try. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna get our first female DJ on here. We quick mix everywhere, San Diego especially. Okay. The impatience for the rain performer is real. Doesn't help seeing the rain 4 on sale for $300 off. Well, I mean, look, anticipation is what they want. They want you to want it. Keep the crowd guessing. SSD, yeah. So now I don't know. I mean, it may be your actual hard drive. You may want to try a different hard drive. I honestly don't know. I don't know, because, I mean, my recommendation to you was definitely going to be a SSD. All right, Blend DJs were the first in Studio 54 and those iconic clubs in the mid-70s. Yeah, but were they really blending, though, in the clubs back then? You know, I asked my mom the other day when she, used to go out with friends, and it would be in the club. What would they, what was the music like? And she said, all the music that we listened to, but it wasn't really like a blend of music. It was just kind of like one song would play and then the next song would play. I was like, they overlap. She was like, no, they just played, and they would catch it right before it fades off and bring on another one. So I guess you would call that, in a sense, blending. But I mean, they were letting whole songs play. Daniel Rodriguez, question: I had a bridesmaid reach out to change her song for Walkout as a joke to the bride. But the bride told them to pick a certain decade. What should I do? You better follow the person who is paying you, sir. If the bride tells you this is her day, not that bridesmaid's day. Yeah, they can have fun and games, but they need to do that on their time. You need to, because one thing you don't want to do, because think about this, you please that bridesmaid and then the bride's pissed. Look at it from that perspective. Because if it's like that, then what? Then who should you have listened to? But if the bride is good with what you did, but the bridesmaid is pissed, who cares? Who cares? I'm just saying. Think about it. What else we got here? Catching Flacco. How come I rarely see y'all wedding day? Oh, he used the word y'all. That means everybody in here is in the category. I rarely see y'all wedding DJs posting custom mixes or even your gig audio recordings on YouTube or Mixcloud. In my area, most DJs don't post any content yet charge $1,000 for their service. Catching Flacco. I don't know if you actually mean that for me, because if you look at my videos, you see I'm actually giving you two for the price of one. I show you where I actually mixed the song. I don't record my actual wedding day shows, but I will be recording my Twitch shows and putting them on Mixcloud, or just doing a set on Mixcloud. But that's how I do it. I constantly post, so I'm not sure who you are speaking, to. But some people still like to keep it close to the vest, I guess. I use quick edits. Nothing wrong with that. What about orthopedic shoes? Hey, shout out to the homeboy DJ G Kenny for going out and buying some Hoka shoes and trying them out. Stepping out on a limb. That's what I'm talking about. Watch the difference. I wouldn't necessarily say orthopedic shoes. I would just say better shoes for when you stand on hard ass concrete all day for hours. This weekend, I will be on hard concrete, just standing for at least 18 hours. Better get your shoes right. That's all I'm going to say. Is she a light-skinned female? No, she is a Caucasian female. She's Caucasian. You can't miss her. I know she'll come across your feed if you start looking at any female DJ. Like, I think I was watching the girl who has she's a real DJ, or she's a DJ. I was watching her video because she was doing real mixing, and then it suggested that girl's video, and I was just like, huh. So yeah, it's something like that. Jay Chalet is her name. That's not her. I know who Jay Chalet is, and I like her. And she actually mixes. If you pay attention to her videos and her Instagram, she actually mixes, and it's good mixing. I think she's got some type of deal with like the Falcons or something like that. She does a great job. But no, DJ Chamber, that is not who I'm talking about. Yep, I was trying to do that double beat when I was 11 or 12 on the two portable Hugo console. Man, I've been trying to mix music since cassette tapes. When I used to try to record songs from the radio, I didn't like for the people to be talking at the end of the song. So I would cut the song off, try to, right before that, or go back and rewind right to that point and then stop it and then bring in whatever song else I wanted to put on, and hopefully it'll be something in the same genre. So I would have a whole tape of nothing but songs I like, but I would never let a song run out. Oh, my tapes. I used to hate that. Oh, I used to hate that bad. Yeah, see, Cleveland says it too. It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't. Jay Soleil. She actually can DJ. That's totally correct. Has anyone here added photo booths to their service? I mean, I have photo booths. Most guys who are running a DJ company usually have a photo booth or have a photo booth that they contract out with. Like they have somebody who they reach out to. But yeah, most people who are running multi-ops are going to have those. I myself have one as well, and they do great. Does really good. Hey, JB, Aaron is live, and he just said F you on his live. He said to let you know on your stream. Oh, boy. You wait. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to have some words with him. Trying to get in my time slot. Boy, don't come over here. This is my time slot. I run this. DJ G Kenny, great Jay. You weren't supposed to say that out loud. Now Cleveland and Terry gonna clown me forever. Why would he clown you for trying to take care of your body, man? Come on, man. See? Cleveland's wife. What did Cleveland's wife just say? My wife just told me to buy the Hokas. What you getting clowned for? Come on, man. Try to tell you, man, you got to stop. See, you worried about what other DJs think. What I just talked about. You worried about what other DJs think. Now, Cleveland Terry was not going to clown you. He just wanted to make sure that you was just as good as he was. Hoka's going to change your life, man. It's going to change your life. All right, Daniel Rodriguez, when you're mixing in key, do you have a rule of thumb or how many keys to mix in, or do you just follow the regular key wheel rules? Regular key wheel rules. Always have, always will. Will I ever change? Maybe. Most likely, no. But yeah, I just do the basics when I'm matching in key. I just follow the basic rules, man. That's it. Keep it nice and simple. Only female DJs I can think of on YouTube is Juicy M. No. Let me see if I can find her. I feel like her name is like Chrissy or something like that. I don't know. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, here it is. It's Jenny Preston. Jeny Preston. That's who I'm talking about. I swear, I'm so confused on what's happening on those videos. I am just totally confused. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you pull it up. You'll see what I'm saying. I'm confused on what happens, but I mean, this video that came out a year ago has 5.6 million views. I don't know how she's getting those. And it says hip hop and R&B classic. I don't get it. I'm playing whole songs. Whole songs. Like I don't understand it, but maybe it's not for me to understand. Jeny Preston. But you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. A few more, and then I got to get out of here. I done gave you overtime. Crazy. I thought Rachel and I had made up. She was on our Tuesday show, but then she kind of threw shade at my intro to the new Facebook DJ group. So I just like for people to look up to something different. So, man, just remind me not to take enemy fire for you, bro. Just remind me not to. remind me not to walk next to you at the expo. Just shake your hand from a distance, bro. Like, hey, Solstice, good to see you, bro. Oh man, different from the standard wedding vanillaness. Good lord. All right, I don't ever pay attention to keys. I just know what sounds good. Have that feel hidden. Have that feel hidden. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, guys. Well, I appreciate all you guys, and I appreciate the 40 that came through. Man, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be a down night tonight because the homie Aaron Strong decided he wanted to try to come in around my time slot, but it's all good. It's all good. You guys showed up, showed out, and I appreciate everybody for stopping through. We are back again next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. EST, for another great episode of Twisted Transitions. Like I said, I'm still working on some DJs to come in and just do some chopping up, and we're just going to talk to them. So I don't want to give you the same people that everybody else is using. I would like to give you guys a different perspective of some people that I have been looking into and following for some time, and just give you guys somebody different. I did try to talk to the homie Woo Pig, though. I think we're going to set up something where he's going to come on the show. He'll probably come on soon if he can get his schedule and stuff together. That's a busy man. But I've got 2 events this weekend. If you got events this weekend, make sure that you guys absolutely knock them out of the park. I am going to try my best because I do have to deal with kids this weekend. It's for a graduation party tomorrow, so wish me luck because I'm going to need all of it. I don't do kids. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys and all that you do. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram if you would like to see all things me. That's where I post the most at. And again, no Twitch stream tomorrow. We will be back next Friday for that. And we will see you next week, 7 p.m. EST. So I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And make sure you living to strive, not to survive. We'll see you soon. Peace, people.